Welcome to the check-in.
Welcome to the check-in.
Hey, y'all. First things first, we gotta let y'all know we grown-ass women, and grown-ass women say some grown-ass shit sometimes. So if your earballs are not prepared for profanity, prepare them.
And also, we are not mental health professionals, so if you are dealing with a mental health crisis or you need somebody to talk to, text HOME to 741-741, and a trained professional will get back in touch with you.
All right, let's get into this content.
Welcome to the check-in. Is that not 5 seconds?
I don't know, but like you keep saying welcome, like we don't have a intro. I don't understand why you be
I like saying hi to people, okay?
Our intro says hi.
Okay, I like saying hi times 2. Hi to the second degree. Hello. Hi.
Okay, so today we're talking about empathy.
Yes, empathy.
So this is our Empathy 101 episode. So I'll start.
Yeah, our fellow empath. How you doing? Oh, that laugh. Oh, dear.
This podcast gives me gas. Okay, so
What?
empathy
Yes.
is defined as understanding another person's experience as if you were them.
Yes.
And that sounds like a great thing to have.
Right.
But like most people don't know this because I didn't know this until yesterday. There are 3 types of empathy.
Oh, what are the 3 types of empathy?
We gonna go through. Okay, so the first one is cognitive empathy.
Okay.
This is seeing someone else's perspective. So
Me. Sorry.
do you not like to see other people's?
Depending on the person, it's like, oh, I don't want to see 45's perspective on things because he
Think that's kind of rude.
Well, maybe. If you want to cancel us, do it now, please. It's just gonna get worse from here.
Wait, I don't want to be canceled. Don't cancel me.
It's gonna get worse.
I need to be paid. Like and subscribe. But this cognitive empathy is something that's probably a really good thing to have at work.
Okay.
So if you have customers that you deal with on the regular basis, even if, I'm in the IT world, troubleshooting tickets, you want to see where the person's coming from because 9 out of 10, whatever information they put in their ticket was not enough and it's probably stupid. So using your cognitive empathy to understand their perspective, that will actually help you, ask the right questions to actually get to what their issue is so you can solve it and then not have to talk to them ever again.
Okay.
But this is pretty much in the sphere of just thought empathy.
Okay. Yeah, see, there's only one empathetic thing that applies to me, and it's pretty sad. So this whole cognitive, spatial, horizontal, vertical empathy, it's just I don't know how to do that.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You do. I don't understand why you up here lying to these people.
I'm not lying.
Lie.
Because
She be doing lies.
I'm not fully lying. I'm halfly lying. I'm partially withholding truths. That's it.
That's gonna lie.
Some wiggle room. But okay. So cognitive empathy. Are you good at that? Is that your thing? Do you know?
Oh, no, I'm going to tell y'all what mine is. It's not this one. I have trouble seeing somebody else's perspective because I think if it's dumb, I'm just like, you dumb.
That's the thing. Like,
You
if
dumb.
it's stupid, it's just like, I can't.
But you can't, we are, but you're not really supposed to be like, your perspective is stupid. Like, that's just rude.
It can be stupid.
It can. But to that person, it's smart.
Oh.
They think they're doing all the right things and you're just being rude.
Okay, fine. Benefit of the doubt, devil's advocate, whatever the hell that thing is called. Sure, I'll give you that. However, take 45 for instance. Like,
he has a perspective.
He does, and everybody has a right to their wrong opinion, and it's okay to tell them to their face that they're stupid. So
Is it okay to tell them to their face they're stupid?
Behind their back? Is that better?
I think there are other ways you can say...
Tell their mom?
So cognitive empathy is not one of your gifts then.
No, not at all, no.
Because this is like a mediator, negotiator. Like, I can see where you're coming from, so that I can bridge the gap of communication so we can arrive at the same point.
Yeah, no, either you're wrong and I'm right, which is common, or I'm wrong and you're right.
Throw the whole small twin away.
Hi, this is me.
Why are you being so aggressive today?
I don't know.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Did you eat?
No.
Okay, all right, that's it. All right, moving on. The second type of empathy, near and dear to my heart, is emotional empathy.
Oh, explain what that is.
That's pretty much the traditional definition or understanding of this word.
Yeah, like feeling their feels.
Yep. Feeling exactly what they're feeling, putting yourself in their shoes. And that is something that I have a problem with.
Why? Why do you have a problem with that?
Because I do it way too much and it ends up overwhelming me.
Okay.
Like, I get overwhelmed because I'm like, oh my goodness. Like somebody could be like, oh, my son got cancer. And I'd be like, oh my gosh, what if I had a son? What if my son got cancer? What would I do?
Whoa.
How do I help this person? Because in my brain, I can only help that person if I know exactly how they're feeling. So then I put myself in a very imaginary creative state. I put myself in their shoes. I'm like, I am
Batman.
mother of cancer child. What am I doing? Crying? Cool. Let me do that first. All right. Wondering if God is real now? Okay. Yeah. And I'm going through all of these like freaking mental hurdles of stuff that doesn't have anything to do with me. And then I'm like, I'm depressed. Why? Because you're pretending that you have a child with cancer. And it's not your life. I need you to back the hell up.
Oh my gosh, how often do you do that? Is that with every interaction? Like just all across the board, work, relationship, family? Yep. Okay.
I try not to, but I cannot help it.
Even if it's something silly.
I'm just like, man, if I put my foot in my shoe and there was a rock in it, I would be really upset. What if it cut my sock? And it's my favorite sock, and now I can't get another pair of those socks because they were special socks from Hot Topic in 2008, and now I'm sad.
Okay, so you go down a mental rabbit hole.
I create a whole world of this sadness.
That is.
And I embrace it. I lay there. I take vacation there. I get the t-shirt. I bring it back. I bring snow globes from it. Keychains. And I'm like, look, I understand you now.
Okay. Okay, but I mean, that sparks creativity, you know? That you are creative. So it makes sense that you're very emotionally empathetic to your surroundings.
It sucks though.
It sounds exhausting.
It is. But that was, I mean, we already talked about this when my silly self was like, oh my gosh, guess what, friend? My therapist told me I'm an empath. And you're like, wow, welcome.
That's crazy. She told you things that everybody knows.
I didn't know. Why did everybody know but me?
Because your ass would literally be sad about some stuff that has nothing to do with you. I'd be like, why are you so overwhelmed? Because I'm thinking about, okay, turn your brain off.
I can't do it. Okay, but
it's okay.
But yeah, my therapist told me this, and now I've been able to like check myself at the door.
Okay.
When I start like somebody's telling me their sad story about how their great aunt died and nobody called them to check on them to see if they were doing okay, but everybody expected her to plan the funeral, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, what if no. We just stop right here. Just stop right here. Go. I'm sorry to hear that.
So how do you stop? Like, how do you like detach yourself from what's being told to you?
It's hard. I have to, like, while they're talking, in my brain I have to go, sympathize, don't empathize. Sympathize, don't empathize. Sympathize, don't empathize.
Wow.
And that will kind of keep me from creating this world of sorrow so that I'm not sad because of a situation that has nothing to do with me.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That is a lot.
It's a fantastic world.
See, I can't relate. I just don't do that. But the next thing you're going to talk about, I do. I definitely do. I know I do. I am just a bowl of melted ice cream.
Yeah, I put you down as the example. Okay. Empathy type number 3. This is compassionate empathy. This is feeling someone's pain and taking action to help.
Yeah. I am a chronic save the worlder.
Save the world.
I am the president, mayor, captain, lieutenant governor of Save-A-Ho City.
Yes.
Whenever you have a problem, I am typically that person that wants to help. That is a trauma response. We could talk about that in a different episode. But, that comes from a very dark place. So,
which is interesting because really that's the ideal type of empathy to have.
Yeah, you can do too much with it. I think the problem with empathy, no matter which one you have, is like too much of it can burn you out.
Oh, absolutely.
So
there are definitely some pitfalls to every single one of these.
Yeah.
But, there are some really, really great things about them too. So understanding like which one you usually fall into and then reading up on that type so you can go, oh, okay, I do that. And that's cool. Like, I build great bonds with people. Emotional empathy, you're like really, really able to go like, oh my gosh, like I know what you're going through. I feel your pain. Like I get it. Like I'm here with you. We in it together. Even though you're not. That's the part that you gotta remember. Because I'd be like trying to solve problems like they mind problems and they not.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I was able to make really, really great relationships with people in that sense.
I've definitely I've had to check myself in terms of like my expectations of people because not everybody is like a compassionate empath, so I can't expect the same type of Captain Save-A-Ho treatment from somebody else that I might give to them. And I have to just keep that perspective in the back of my mind. I'm just like, am I doing too much? Like, is this gonna exert way more energy than I actually have that I would exert for myself?
Yeah.
Like I be wanting to help people more than I want to help myself, and it is.
You sure do. Like those memes that be like me when I'm helping other people's problems, and this is like a scientist, and then me when I'm trying to solve my own problems. It's like that picture that they like trying to calculate shit.
Or when the two clowns is the Joker and Pennywise, they're on the steps.
Yeah,
and it's like me giving my friends advice.
When I don't know what to do with my own life.
When I don't know what to do with my own life. I don't know what I'm doing. Help me.
I can empathize with what you're feeling.
Oh no.
I can create that world if you want me to. We can suffer together.
No, don't come to my world.
That's all I know how to do.
Oh no, but you gotta like, okay, so self-preservation, you have to just talk to yourself about sympathizing and not empathizing. Is there anything else that you do? Like when you've slipped into that like overly emotional empathizing role, how can you crawl yourself out of that?
That's a good question. So in the moment, like I said, doing that active brain check to go, hey, are you empathizing right now or are you sympathizing? You doing too much? Are you creating a whole universe right now? This is not Tiffany universe. Don't create nothing else. You're done. And I also have to, after the fact, I have to do what my therapist told me, which I don't really know how to explain this. It's just something that I've had to practice doing, is leaving those feelings at the door. Like once I have that conversation with that person, I leave those feelings there in that conversation and I walk away from it.
Okay.
My therapist was, she told me, she was like, look, do you think that I could empathize with every single person that sits in my chair and go home and be okay? Like I have to leave my work here. And, if that's something that you value in your relationships and your friendships is emotionally empathizing with people, okay, you can do that, but you have to stop that at the end of that conversation. Once you walk away, that's it. Yeah. And like I said, I don't really know how to explain how to do that because when my therapist first told me, I was like, okay, yeah, cool. How you do that? And she was just like, you just do it.
Thank you, madam.
I don't.
For that $100 advice an hour. 65. Okay, never mind.
She was a little budget friendly.
Okay, that's nice. $65 advice an hour. Just do it. Okay.
But I know that if I find myself thinking about the issue again, it's easier for me to kind of just reach out to that person and go, hey, I was thinking about you. How are you doing? Instead of rolling that tape in my head over and over and over and over and over again. So I have to stop that narrative that I'm creating on my own and allow that other person to finish that narrative, because sometimes people just have a really crappy day and they flip out about every little thing. And then you talk to them later and they're like, oh yeah, I was fine. I went to, Buffalo Wild Wings, got me some wings. And then I hit Starbucks, got my favorite Frappuccino, and I'm good now.
That's an interesting day. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know who does that, but somebody somewhere, they're like, yep, wings and fraps.
Tell me. Okay. I mean, cool.
What about you, Miss Compassionate?
I'm working on it. Like, I still don't know how to stop being Captain Save-A-Ho, because I literally, actually, I'm doing a lot better, because there have definitely been moments the past 2 weeks where I was like, oh, I can solve this problem for this person and make them happy. And then I was like, worry about yourself. Like, I really have to just be like, ma'am, why are you helping other people more than you're helping yourself? Like, it sounds selfish, but like, when you are constantly the person that gives and gives and gives, you do forget about yourself. And I feel like for a long time, I've just forgotten to take care of myself, and I've been putting others before me. And so I think recently, maybe I still have some downfalls, but I try. I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm definitely trying. I can improve, but it's just like, I have to check myself. Like, in the back of my mind, I'm just like, is this something that you would do for yourself? The answer is no. Okay, then why are you doing it for somebody else? Relax.
And even finding people that are worth that compassion and will actually take the help that you're trying to give them. Because I've definitely run into folks that were very, very sweet and very nice to me, and I got emotionally, empathetically attached, and I'm like, oh, do this, do that, you gotta take care of yourself, blah blah blah. And these people never listen to any of that.
Yeah.
So it was just it was a constant
waste of time.
Dark hole of
that's a better word,
emotion that I was putting towards this person, where I was getting wrapped up and I was getting sad because their day-to-day life was so difficult, but they wouldn't take any responsibility to alleviate some of those consequences in areas where they could do so. There's some things where it's like, okay, you can't control whether you get fired from your job. You can't control whether a pandemic hits and closes down your business. These are things you can't do anything about. But having people in your life that don't respect you and you continue to do stuff for them, you can do something about that. Yeah. Having an issue where, you want to say get healthy or whatever, you can control having, non-healthy or healthy food in your house. There are some things that are are within your control to do. And so I had to start evaluating people in the sense that am I ever going to stop being emotionally empathetic to people? No, that's just me. That's who I am as a person. But I can definitely pick and choose those people that I want to allow in my life, because I know that I'm going to get attached. So I'm not going to get attached to people who are not going to, I don't want to say listen to my advice, because that sounds really pompous, but people who are going to, listen and go, you know what, I do have control of this situation. I will do something that makes my life better and easier. But some people just really like to complain. They like the pity, attention.
They like the drama.
They like feeling, having people feel sorry for them. And so those are people that I know I can't put myself around, because it's going to be a cycle for me that I can't get out of.
And that's why the cognitive empathy is very difficult for me to understand, because I'm just like, if you want some dumb shit, I can't meet you there. I can't middle ground that with you. You're being dumb.
You can. You just don't want to. It's not an issue of can't. It's an issue of want.
Okay. I'll give you that. Words mean things. I will give you that. I don't want to meet persons at their dumb places.
It's just their perspective. Yeah. And I think that cognitive is definitely look at the definitions of this and I think workplace, and that's really where that shines, is being able to see where other people are coming from. If you're in a meeting and everybody's trying to solve a problem, you can listen to everybody who has a stake in that problem. Go, oh, I see where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from. Your idea is stupid, but I get what you're coming from. And that gives you kind of that superpower to collect all these perspectives and find out what what solution will actually work for everybody. Because some people in the workplace, they have a really difficult time seeing another person's perspective, or they don't care. And it's like, anywhere you work, you're a part of a team. You're part of a collective. You have to be able to understand where other people are coming from, especially if you're customer facing.
Lord, my goodness gracious.
Yeah, I know. That's me. I understand it. It's awful.
Yeah.
I be looking at people like, please, why don't you get what I'm saying to you? Because I really tried to explain this as simply as possible, and you still having an issue.
So back in the day, my retail life, selling tea, flipping them tea leaves. The first time I got into it with a customer, it was just the strangest. I was literally just like, what is wrong with this woman? Like, why can't she understand what I'm saying? Like, for a moment, I was like, am I saying the wrong things to confuse her? Like, why is she was getting really frustrated with me because it was like a bundle deal that we sold. And I was explaining to her, I was like, you're getting this and you're getting that. We can bundle it and take $5 off. And she's like, well, I don't want that. And I was like, but you're getting it anyway. Like, you're getting it separately. And I'm telling you, you're not listening to me. I don't want that big old jar of sugar. Okay, we can put it in a bag. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. So I had a moment where I tried. I really tried.
You're nice, because I'd have been like, okay, no, and I would have put that in my bag.
But no, then I was just like, no, she's stupid. Like, she's
I feel like you have a problem with stupid people. Okay, yes, that's a yes.
Yeah, but
resounding yes.
Okay. Stupid is,
rude?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, it's rude. Being stupid is very rude. I feel like if you want to be dumb on your time and not somebody else's time.
Dumb people don't know whose time they're being dumb on. They're dumb.
It sounds like they're the source of the problem.
No, we have to have the people who can bridge the gap of the dumb people. Like one of my bosses, he is really, really, really gifted technically. Mm-hmm. Actually, two people that I work with. One's not a boss, but he's a lead. Mm-hmm. Very, very gifted technical knowledge, but also has the ability to explain very complex things to people who are not technical, and they get it. Phenomenal. Like, I'm always so impressed because they can make something super, super technically complicated sound like ABCs. Okay. And then the customer's like, oh yeah, I want that. Here. And I'm like, wow, I can't do that because...
Just like that?
Yep. Because if I tell you, you need ABC to get 1, 2, 3, I don't understand. So A is to 1, as B is to 2, as C is to 3. If you want all of those, you need to give all those. I don't get it.
Cognitive empathy. Come on.
So, do you need something? Let's start there. Do you need something? Okay. All right. So if you want us to do something, you gotta give us the thing to do. We good? And I get frustrated like really quickly because I start copying and pasting the stuff that I previously said.
Yes, you certainly do. You are a per my last email person.
And I will attach the email and be like, please see the attached. I don't understand. I don't know what you want me to do about that.
Come on, bridge the gap.
I can't help you understand it.
You can't bridge that gap?
No.
That's not your gift.
I told you, emotional empathy. That's what I do. I'm like, you sad? You having a bad day? Those are the customers that be like, I really tried and my leadership is mad at me and I really need this done. And I'll be like, you know what? Let me talk to my leadership and see what I can do.
You have to have an immense amount of patience, like to be a cognitive empath. And there's only I'm not saying it's rare, but a lot of people just don't have that patience, especially now during a pandemic.
Like cognitive empathy, I think of my brother.
Aww.
No, because he really will listen to your whole story and be like,
brother.
yeah.
Sorry.
Can you turn around? Thank you. So he really will listen to a whole story and be like, yeah, okay. So why do you think blah, blah, blah? Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. And then at the end, he'll be like, I disagree, but I get what you're saying.
Wow.
I can't do that. I'll be patience. Like, I don't get what you're saying, and it's stupid, and I'm telling you the right way to do this. Oh, you don't want to do it that way? Well, you can go away now.
Okay.
I thank you for your time and your patience.
It's been fun. That was a good chat.
Issue, please forward it to my leadership.
Have it again.
I do not care about your feelings.
I don't like you anymore.
Yeah. I only have I have 3 chances for me to try to help both of us understand what's happening. And once that 3rd chance is gone, I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I can't.
Oh my God. Did you ever, you were kind of in retail but it was like a cool retail job.
Oh yeah, Harley.
Yeah. So that's different. I'm trying to think all my customer service experiences. I was like, all right, I don't know what to do here. We got a problem. Clearly, you don't want me to solve it. You can't solve it. So the problem's just going to exist.
There have been quite a few times at this point in my life that I just go, oh, I'm gonna get my leadership involved.
I'm going to CC my boss.
I don't get paid enough to argue with one customer because I have 15 other ones. So if you have a problem, I'm gonna go ahead and get my leadership so they can explain it to you. And then I'm gonna keep doing my job. And so when they tell you the same thing that I told you and you come back and you're ready to do what I said, then we can move forward. I love those emails. Well, they told me I had to do this. Oh my gosh, that's what I said. Okay. So you want to fill out box 1 through 6 and part 2, 3, 4, and 7.
That's really how you be typing.
Because these people be making me
so loud and aggressive. Oh my goodness gracious, that is hilarious. Okay, so we don't have enough patience for people, clearly. But we are emotional and compassionate.
I think you're giving yourself the short stick because for compassionate empathy, it requires cognitive and emotional.
Really?
Yes. It is a balance of the two.
I should have Googled.
Because you have to see their perspective and where they're coming from to offer them a solution. But you're also seeing from an emotional perspective why, this is paining them and why you feel compelled to take action to help.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're interesting.
I am an interesting creature. I mean...
Yeah.
I'm really trying to think of an instance where I've done men. Yep. Men.
Got all your answers?
Yep. All my answers are right there. The patience, the Captain Save-A-Ho. Men. Yep. Makes sense to me.
Case closed.
God, this is so frustrating. Okay, fine. But then that means that's the worst type of empath.
Which one?
Compassionate.
No, it's the best type.
I think it's the worst because you are twice as likely to burn out.
Disagree.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Because.
Because Okay. Black mom answer.
Man, I should have been a mom. Okay, so I think because you're able to, I guess the burnout is different. Because it's hard because I'm really just an emotional empath. So that emotional burnout for me hits harder.
Yeah.
Than the burden I would get from trying to help somebody. So I guess it just depends on what your proclivities are.
Ugh. I'm disgusted with myself.
Because some people feel like, and I think you're one of those people who feels good helping other people.
I do.
So it does give you a bit of energy.
Yeah.
Being emotional empath don't give me
sugar.
No, I just be like, I'm tired now. I need a nap. I've been crying. I don't feel any burst of energy or extra, like, I don't feel better knowing how somebody else's feels. Like, there's just a smidge of me going, like, okay, now I know that they're not alone in their feelings, but it doesn't help me.
Yeah, I do get fulfillment in helping people.
Like, the only time that, you know, the emotional empathy really kicks in and it's great is when somebody's experiencing something very happy. But people don't always share that with you. The first thing people normally will share is, you know, how they're feeling bad or if they're sad or if they're going through grief and things like that. But people are happy and excited. Yeah, I can ride that wave.
That's cool.
But I just don't get that wave often.
Huh. So you need, like, just to flood yourself with positivity.
That's why I think being around positive people really
helps boost your mood.
Yeah. Because I catch that wave.
Yeah. If you're around a bunch of melancholy, like Debbie Downers.
Yeah, we all gonna cry together.
We all gonna cry together. A whole lot of gang shit.
But like when you told me you had gotten your offer letter.
Yeah.
Bro, I almost cried. I was like, oh my God, yeah, she's been working so hard and she finally got, like, I was really excited.
Yeah.
So like those are the good moments of having the emotional empathy where it's just like, yay, like I know how I would feel if that was me.
Yeah.
I feel great.
Oh my God. When you got your interview, this twin almost went to Korea, y'all.
Bro.
But like, it was such the weirdest emotion I was like happy. I was ecstatic. Ecstatic? I don't know.
Ecstatic.
I was ecstatic. There was like a small portion that was like, man, I'm gonna really miss my twin. But I was like, bro, she's leaving. She's getting the F out of here. I'm so happy for her. You know, there were some booty nuggets, but you know, like I was like, go spread your wings. Like Korea, that's bomb.
Yeah, as my brother would say, spread your wings and fly, little beaver.
Wait.
Yeah.
But beavers.
I said what I said.
Okay.
He said what he said.
All right.
We said what we said.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I was very much like, I was like, whoa, this is a joy I've never felt before, but it's because it's somebody else's joy. It's exciting.
It's kind of nice.
It's kind of nice, yeah.
See, you got a little bit of both. You got a little bit of both.
I'm disgusted with myself.
You didn't think you was an empath.
I really didn't. I'm disgusted. Why do you have to tell me stuff about myself?
Welcome to the check-in.
Welcome to the check-in, where we tell each other about ourselves.
Boom.
Boom.
And that's all I have.
That's all I have. Besides my disgust with myself and my confusion with empathy and patience and men. I got some things to work on. Yeah, I really do.
Not me. I'm good. I'm doing great.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
I'm joyous.
Is that your emotional empathy?
Yep.
Are you ready to drag into this next segment?
Let's jump into the next segment.
All right.
Right.
Trigger warning.
Trigger warning.
Okay, Range.
Thank you.
All right. So, next week we're going to be talking about sympathy. Woo. This week was Empathy 101. So next week is going to be Sympathy 101.
Sympathy.
Ay,
Sympathy.
Ay, ay, ay. What I do now?
Sympathy.
What I do now?
Sympathy.
What I do now?
Sympathy.
What I do, what I do, what I do.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
That was enough.
All right. So yeah, but you remember
Each year, feminine year.
Remember, guys.
Remember,
Life is like a cloudy donuts order.
ooh, with blue vanilla glaze and googly eyes
Did you eat the other googly eye?
No, I didn't.
Wow, trash. Okay.
I didn't eat the googly eyes, but I admired from afar.
I ate the one.
I don't know what them peoples are. I just know that the donuts don't cause an allergic reaction, so I don't test my luck.
I guess. There's only one eye. Okay, anyway, life is like a box of cloudy donuts. It's just full of joy, soft love, and compassion, and all the good things in the universe.
And it's vegan.
Boom.
Boom.
Happy belated vegan day.
Happy belated vegan day.
World Vegan Day.
Whatever. Happy National Day for Veganism.
And if y'all in the DMV area, go ahead and slide on down to Baltimore and get yourself some cloudy donuts.
Get yourself some cloudy donuts.
They're open from 10 to 3 on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Boom.
Pre-orders are acceptable. We're not sponsored.
Mm-hmm. Not yet. And also, Cinnaholic. I mean, I feel like I've been neglecting my first love. So...
I don't feel nothing. I'm poly, so...
Bro. I am strictly sticky buns.
This ma'am. This ma'am.
No, that wasn't good.
Okay, thanks for joining us, guys.
Okay, thanks for joining us.